Hello friends, welcome. Friends, whoever is watching this video might have looked at this web page of TRAI, which has got telecom subscription data. TRAI comes out with this data every month, and when you open this report looks something like this. You will find that this is a 20-page report. It starts from here, and it contains a lot of information which you can read through and understand how the telecom sector is performing. Now, since this report is pretty heavy, right, and very difficult to read, because there are 20 pages, it's so difficult to read. What I have done is I have aggregated this information, especially the subscriber information, which is available in these 2 pages, right, in the back of this report. Page number 16 and page number 17 here. So we have a wireline subscriber base report as well as table and a wireless subscriber base table, which is capturing the wireless subscriber for all the operators for all the circles for two specific months, August and September, so that you can compare 2 months how the operators have been performing. That you can do for wireline also. Now, since this report does not capture the trend, this information may not give you sufficient data to figure out how the operator is performing, because for that, trend is very, very important, and also other dimensions of business have to be seen and calculated, which is not possible by just looking at the report, because you do not have the flexibility and control to do this calculation yourself, right? So what I've done is that because of this difficulty, because I was finding a lot of complexity and difficulty to analyze such reports, unless you use a trend analysis, and that trend analysis has to be simple and flexible, so that user has the full control to do whatever he wants to know, understand based on his requirement, not that somebody else has written a report for him, because his report can be biased. So in order to give you that flexibility, what I have done is I have created this dashboard, which I have posted in my website. So this dashboard looks something like this, right? You can see that this is the dashboard. Now, what is great about this dashboard? Now, let's talk about it. Because what this dashboard does is it gives you a capability to analyze all aspect of the wireless and the wireline subscriber business of the operators individually across each other. And you can also get a reference on a pan-India basis that how that metric stands on a pan-India basis, and how you can compare those metrics across each other while you compare those metrics across each other for all the operators. So let me give you and take you through this dashboard, which will be pretty useful. Looks quite busy, but don't get overwhelmed by this dashboard, because this dashboard has got a lot of capability and control, and you will really love it when you start using it. This is available in my website. Anybody who gets the access to that, they can start using this dashboard. So this dashboard has got controls here. You can see that there are controls here on top of the dashboard. And I'll explain to you each and every control as I proceed through this presentation. But before I go through these controls, let me tell you how this dashboard has been structured. This dashboard is structured into 5 different compartments. This compartment is Bharti. This is Reliance Jio. This is Vodafone Idea. And this is BSNL, MTNL. And we have got 1/5 segment, which is Pan India. Okay, this is Pan India. So this is the way the dashboard has been structured. Each and every operator as well as the Pan India element has its own space, so that you can get the full picture in one single snapshot. Okay. Now, let's talk about the controls. The first element in the control is month, quarter, and year. So once you are able to, when you select a particular time scale, you will be able to zoom in, zoom out, which is pretty powerful when you want to see take a bird's eye view on a larger duration of time. You can make that selection. Then you can choose between wireline and wireless, depending upon which dimension of business you want to compare, right? Or you can choose both, because both was not possible there, because those tables were individually segmented out. It was not, total table was not given in the TRAI report. Then in the next part of this control, you have got subscriber absolute, subscriber increment, subscriber distribution, and subscriber market share. I'm going to take you through each and every dimension of this metric. I will explain each and every dimension clearly. So first is absolute subscriber. What is absolute subscriber? Once you click absolute subscriber, you will be able to see both wireline and wireless for all the 4 operators and pan-India basis in one single snapshot. So what are the things that you're looking at here? One, you're looking at the total subscriber for Bharti for the month of September. The total subscriber for Reliance for the month of September. Similarly, total subscriber for Vodafone for the month of September, and total subscriber for BSNL for the month of September. But there are many other parts which are available for you to see. So what are those? Now this total subscriber does not give you the full picture unless you see the trend. So the trend is available right here. As you see, 392.8, 392.8 here. So for last 8 months, which is the selection that I made here, how the trend for Bharti has been changing. It went up. So if you see here, Bharti went up and then it went down. Similarly, Reliance went up and it went down. Vodafone Idea is going down here. Similarly, BSNL went down and now it is coming up. So this trend for both wireless as well as wireline is clearly visible right in front of you without you making any change or any switch to a different dashboard, which is pretty powerful. So if you make a choice of wireline, then you can basically look at the wireline trend and the total right in front of you in the dashboard as the dashboard gets refreshed with the new information. For example, if you see here, the wireline numbers for Bharti is 9.32 million. As far as September is concerned, Reliance it is 15 million September, and you can see the trend here. So the trend very clearly, the wireline numbers for Bharti is increasing, Reliance is also increasing, and for Vodafone Idea, the numbers are increasing but at a very slow rate, and BSNL the numbers are decreasing. Right? So that's wireline. So let's get back to, again, my pen actually goes away because my computer is very slow. I have to bring my pen back, otherwise the presentation is not going to work properly. Then I will basically go back again to both. The next part is the subscriber market share. Now, before I take you to subscriber market share, one important part I have not told about yet, right? Which I'm going to, what is this map doing here? Right? Well, let me just take my rectangle. What is this map doing here? This map is very, very important because whatever you have selected here, subscriber absolute that you have selected here, those numbers which are populated here, let me just go to the page number 1 here, page number 1, because I went to page number 2. So those numbers which you see here, which are populated here, Bihar, UP, East, AP, Punjab, etc., those will get populated in a map, and depending upon the color of the map, you will be able to look at which part of India focus is there or maximum subscriber is emanating for that particular operator. For example, for Bharti, you can see that Southern India and Western India, and for Reliance Jio, it is Central India, and for Vodafone Idea, it is the western part of the country, and some part of Northern India and Tamil Nadu, and BSNL is a mix. So by looking at the map, we can basically get a very clear picture of what is going on. You can do it for both wireless as well as wireline. Then what is this part all about? What is this bar chart? And this bar chart is very important because you just saw the trend of pan-India basis numbers. What about the individual circles? Because you need to see the individual circle trend. For example, I make a choice of a particular circle, let's say Bihar, because Bihar's Bharti's numbers are pretty high, right? 40.5453 numbers, Bihar. So I want to see what is the trend as far as Bharti is concerned, how Bharti has been performing in Bihar and the overall subscriber counts are concerned. So I will simply click Bihar here. As soon as I click Bihar here, what will happen is the Bihar's trend are going to be visible here. So you see 40.53 number, 40.53 is the latest number right here. And the numbers were increasing and then now are slowly decreasing. So you see Bharti's numbers as far as Bihar is decreasing. Similarly, immediately you can see the numbers as far as for Bihar, for Reliance Jio also, which is increasing again decreasing. Bharti was actually kind of stable. Reliance Jio was increasing and then decreasing. Vodafone Idea, Bihar numbers also like a camel kind of thing, increasing and decreasing. And for BSNL, the numbers have been showing an increasing trend. This you can do it for incremental subscriber numbers also, right? For an individual state. Because as soon as you choose incremental subscriber, this part is going to give you the incremental subscriber count here. This is the incremental part, which is the pan-India number, which is the latest one is for Bharti is minus 1.34. You can see how Bharti has been performing, how Reliance Jio has been performing, and how for Bihar, Bharti has been performing as you made the selection of Bihar, right? Because this was Bihar. Now, let me just go back again to absolute numbers, right? So this is where the map is pretty important, because by looking at the map and by using the map as a control, you can get the trend of an individual circle for all the operators, as well as you can see how the pan-India performance is. So the other thing that you can do here is my pen is again gone. Let me bring my pen back. Yeah. So then what you can do market share. Now market share is important because it gives a comparison of an operator, right? How the operator is performing in a particular circle compared to the other peers. Now you can see that from a market share point of view, for both wireline as well as wireless, Bharti has got 48.97% market share, right? In Northeast. And you can see, you don't know how the other operators are performing, because because these are not laid out in one column adjacent to each other, because they are different. The structure is different. So how do you know how other operators are performing compared to Northeast, where the Bharti has got maximum market share, which is 48.97. So what you do? There is a control here. Either you can go and click on Northeast on the map, or you can click directly on the heat map. Once you click on the heat map, then what will happen is Northeast is going to get highlighted for all the operators. But you can't see Northeast here for Reliance Jio, neither you can see Northeast for Vodafone Idea. But you can see for BSNL, which is an 8th in the list as far as their ranking is concerned for market share, right? As far as Northeast is concerned. So in order to see Reliance Jio as well as Vodafone, you have to go to the next page, next 12 circles. So once you go to 12, you will see for Reliance Jio also, you will be able to see Northeast here, coming up here. And for Vodafone Idea, you see it is 19th. This is pretty powerful because it gives you in one single shot, right? If you want to compare a particular circle for a particular operator against each other, you don't have to break your eyes or strain your eyes, go and look into where Northeast is. You can just click here, any circle that you clear, it will get populated. Not only it will get populated across all other parts of the chart, of the dashboard, but the total will also get populated. For example, let's do another thing. Let's do percentage distribution. What is percentage distribution? Percentage distribution is the capability of this dashboard to give you that how much is Bihar in percentage of the total subscriber of Bharti. For example, total subscriber Bharti is 392.8, Bihar is 10.32. Now for Reliance Jio it is 478.78. MP is the first rank as far as Reliance Jio is concerned, which is good because in the map you can see MP 9.41. Similarly, Maharashtra is 8.99% as far as the total number is concerned. This way you will be able to tell which circle is of focus for that particular operator. So for Bharti, Bihar has got maximum distribution. Though Bihar is not a state with highest level of population, but the focus as far as Bharti is concerned for Bihar is the highest. Similarly, MP, if you see here, MP population density is not that high, but for Reliance Jio, MP has got the highest subscriber count compared to all other operators, because compared to them, their subscriber distribution, which is 9.41%. Of the total 478.78%. Now this is pretty useful from the wireline, you should choose the wireline segment, because wireline is a new phenomena which the operators are focused on. Which state the operators are focused as far as their wireline deployment is concerned can be clearly seen from here. So you see that Reliance, for Bharti it is 9.32 subscriber pan India, and they have the maximum focus in Delhi. Similarly, Reliance Jio, it is 15 million pan India, and they have got the maximum focus in Andhra Pradesh. Now, as far as Vodafone Idea is concerned, it is not even a million, but their main focus is Mumbai. And now you can see that as far as BSNL is concerned, 8.21, their main focus is again Mumbai. And you can see the trend also here. The trend as far as wireline subscriber is concerned can be clearly seen here. Let me just take my pen. So you see, for Bharti it is growing. It's on the rising trend. As far as Reliance Jio, it's a rising trend. And now Vodafone Idea is also rising trend, but very small number. But for BSNL, it is in falling trend. And you can make selection of that particular circle. For example, Delhi, if you want to compare, you can see the trend as far as Delhi is concerned for Bharti. So you see that Bharti's Delhi trend, as far as market share is concerned, is in falling trend. You see, Bharti's current market share is 23.99, but earlier it was 24.66 here. You see, 8 months back. So you can see Delhi, not the market share, percentage distribution for Bharti is going down, which means that Bharti now has been focusing on other circles, not just Delhi. Delhi has become saturated for Bharti. Similarly, you can see for Reliance Jio also the percentage distribution is in the downward trend, and you can see for Vodafone Idea also it is in downward trend. Interestingly, for BSNL it is in the upward trend for Delhi, right? BSNL means MTNL here. So these are the things which you can do in this dashboard, and you can basically make a selection of increment as I told you. But one thing which you might be bothered about, only 8 time units. What about, if I have to go back in time by 10 months or 12 months? Very simple. You can just enter here 12. As soon as you enter 12 here, what you will see that this date is going to change. Instead of September, it will go back in time. Now it will become September 23, means it has got 12 months back in time. So you can see the trend as far as wireline subscriber is concerned, as far as Bharti is concerned. What was, because here it is subscriber increment. Let me take the absolute subscriber for wireline. What was the subscriber growth rate for Bharti 12 months back in time? You can see that it was around 7 and it is still growing, and it went to 7.9 in September 23. Reliance Jio was 10.5 by September 23, right? And if I want to go still back in time by 24 months, and you can see that how the operators have been performing as far as wireline is concerned, 24 months back in time, and you can see the complete trend. So 24 months, I think nothing much you can see here. Let's go to, let's say, let me make it 36 months and see where the operators were before the 5G announcement happened. So you can see that the growth has exponentially picked up, because Bharti was quite ahead, right? Reliance Jio was behind Bharti. Now, today's date, you will find that Reliance Jio has picked up their race much faster compared to Bharti, which you can basically look at by making changes in the chart, by managing the controls of this chart. So this is in snapshot. You can make all kinds of filtering here. You can choose a particular circle. You can choose a particular operator. You can see how the operators are laid out compared to the pan-India distribution, because I have chosen, let me just choose pan-India distribution, and you will see that from a wireline subscriber point of view, which circle has got the maximum subscriber base, right? So you'll see that Delhi has got 13.38% subscriber on a pan-India basis if it becomes 100%. And from a 13.38%, Delhi has got maximum density. Which operator has how much percentage distribution as per the respective circles are concerned, right? So friends, that's all. Next video, what I'm going to do is I am going to basically compare this subscriber dashboard with the revenue dashboard to able to see that whether the operators, so this is the revenue dashboard that you have, to see whether the operators are actually generating revenue proportionately on those circles where they have maximum subscriber counts. So that will give you a very interesting picture. The other thing which we can do is we can map it to the total spectrum market share of the operator and see whether the operators actually are struggling or they are comfortable as per their spectrum quantum is concerned to manage those subscriber base which they have in that particular circle. So I'll stop here. I'll not go further this. You can explore this dashboard yourself and play with it. It will give you a very good picture as to what is going on as far as subscriber is concerned. So when the new data gets out very soon, maybe around 5-6 days in the month of in the current month, in the date of 21st, I will use this dashboard to explain to you where the operator stands as far as their current subscriber uptake is concerned. Thank you very much for your time, friends. I'll come back with a new video next time.